Hi guys, my name is Saurav. I like to make content on cloud DevOps, Kubernetes in general. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is that I just added another feature to provision your own Kubernetes cluster, which will be your self-hosted within a single point of glass. So the user or the developer or the end user doesn't have to have to bear the problem statement of the creating in that Kubernetes cluster from scratch. They don't have to deal with the networking part, the infrastructure part. Everything will be holding by the control panel itself, that cloud panel itself, and you can able to easily log into that, create the cluster according to your need, and then boom. So let me just give you a demo on that. Let me just log into my application using my credential. Now I have my virtual machines. If you don't see that, if I have only my virtual machine section, right now I have added the Kubernetes as well, Kubernetes section as well. Okay. So let me just this is the Kubernetes section as well. So what I'm going to do is that I just going to create a cluster for you and name it for example LinkedIn demo cluster 1, and I want to use two workers for that, for that. Okay, and now once I put that create cluster button, then it will give me, if you don't know about that, I just hit that medium t-shirt sizing, you can say hardware sizing, and name the cluster name and the worker node, and let's just say create cluster. And once this this is the cluster is provisioning. Okay, so this is it will take 5 to 15 minutes depending upon the sizing of your virtual machine and all the configuration which will be residing on top of that, and then you will have the kubeconfig file. You can download that and access it into your cluster. Okay, let me just give you where here you will find the kubeconfig file. Okay, so let me just wait for this thing, wait for this cluster to be provisioned, and at backend what I'm going to do is that in backend a 3 virtual machine will going to be created. Okay, so okay, so let me just show you to you. So this is the cloud portal, and here one by one these 3 virtual machine will going to be created and provisioning your cluster. So okay, so you don't have to you don't have to worry about the backend part. That will be handled by the application team itself, application portal itself, and everything will be pretty fast. And why I'm using Talos Linux, that's why I want to make the cluster at least production ready, and maximally it will make my bootstrapping thing very easy. Okay, so I don't have to wait for Ansible to play or any another thing to play. I just want a cluster to be ready to go whenever I need that. I can able to easily propagate the cluster, and I can able to delete the cluster. It will be you can say in a ephemeral stage. Okay, so I have to wait for this thing. You can see these are 3 nodes, one control plane and 2 workers node. Okay, so I have to wait for a couple of seconds more, and once this will done, I will have that kubeconfig file and the endpoint. So I hope okay, you can see the endpoint is ready right now. I have the endpoint which is 192.168.1.88. This is the endpoint. Let me just copy this IP address, open the terminal, and let me just ping the terminal, ping the IP address, and you will see I can able to access I can able to access the I can able to reach to the particular server. Okay, now let me just check the port as well. 6443. This is the port of the Kubernetes cluster API. Okay, so this is the it is connected. Now let me just download this kubeconfig file, and you will see the kubeconfig file is downloaded as an in my download folder. Let me just see that. So this is the particular YAML file, and let me just export it and try to access my cluster. So still cluster it is in provisioning state, so I have to wait for a couple of more seconds to make every cluster into a ready state, and I can able to get the nodes. Okay, so let me just you will see some pod are in a running stage, code DNS and all. So we have to wait for this thing to be provisioning, because I just copied that kubeconfig file and try to run that, and we have to just wait for this entire cluster to be bootstrapping, since it is a production one. So every pod is running from the scratch itself, and yeah, I hope that part is clear now. You will see I have right now I have the node LinkedIn demo cluster 1, control plane 1, worker 1, worker 2, and here the nodes are still in a not ready state, but it will be in a couple of minute times, because the pod is creating in very fast pace. Okay, so let me just wait for this thing to be done. You will see many of the pods are healthy right now. Let me just try to access the nodes as well. You will see now my all the control plane, worker 1, worker 2 are in a ready state. I can able to I have a proper cluster. I have a proper Kubernetes cluster which you have created in a span. Okay, in a very you don't have to deal with the infrastructure. Okay, just it is a as pay as you go kind of model. You just apply the resources and it will create the cluster for you. Now, if I want to deploy the stuff, I can able to deploy the first. I have to check the pods. Every pod is running. Okay. Now kubectl run nginx -- nginx nginx kubectl get pods. You will see I have created a pod called nginx, and let me just see that how fast that pod can be able to deploy into the cluster which we have just provisioned. Okay, so right now it will probably bootstrap the cluster. It will probably pull the image, and you will see the nginx it is in a running stage, where we can check the logs. Kubectl logs nginx. You will see the pod is running properly. Okay, so I hope this is the quick demo. This is the demo, and if let's just say if you don't want the cluster and you have done all the testing of your own, and you don't want the cluster, you can able to simply destroy the cluster. Let me just tell you how that destroy thing actually look like. This is the button of the destroy button. Once you click that, your cluster will be gone. Okay, let me just give you a demo on that also. So this is the I am able to connect to the cluster. If I put destroy here, sorry, I have to go to the cluster. So now there are no cluster is there. Okay, let me just try to access the node as well. Now since the backend infrastructure is gone, since you have deleted the cluster, that's why that thing is erupted. Okay, now in future planning, what I'm going to do is that I will try to make this application full-fledged. I will try that entire you can able to add modules as well, for example for storage classes, for example for load balancer, etc., for ingress, for any Helm charts, etc. You can able to do that. So yeah, I hope this video is informative to you. You get a little more idea about that, how that thing actually look like, and yeah, I hope you learn something from this video. And bye. Have a good day.